Go away, go playing bar, go play Seacoast or play nothing's changed. No, it's how it is. Just control it.
It gets pretty dark and slow.
That's pretty brutal. Yeah.
It's Derby Day on the Gold Coast as these local rivals face off in the NPL era for the 18th time. What better way to start the weekend? A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fields of the Tallabudgera Valley Tigers for this round 2 clash between the reigning champions Gold Coast Knights and the challengers for the new season Gold Coast United. James Coughlin in the commentary booth, ready to bring you all the action from this blockbuster battle live on FQTV. both of these clubs could not have dreamed up a better start to their 2024 campaigns, with big wins in their opening NPL fixtures to go with their perfect starts in the Kappa Pro Series. For Grey Pittix United, a rather sizable squad overhaul has produced early results after last season's 4th place finish and semi-final exit, with big wins over Redlands and Moreton City preceding last weekend's demolition of the Sunshine Coast Wanderers in their league opener. Meanwhile, what more could Gold Coast Knights hope for after their treble win in 2023? Well, just ask their opponents so far, whom the reigning champions have outscored 25-1. With new signing Joel Russell netting just a lazy 8 goals so far. With both clubs eager to lay down a marker early on this season, this is going to be for more than just local bragging rights. Let's run through the lineups for tonight's clash, starting with the home team Gold Coast United, coached by Grey Pittix. The goalkeeper Carlos Saliadare, number 4 Blake Thompson, number 5 Daryl Bright, 7 Xavier Pratt, 8 Teddy Watson, 10 Fraser Hills, 11 Nick Panetta, 14 Daniel Diaz, 15 Lockie Remmers, 21 Zahi Addis, and 24 Chris Lucas. Meanwhile, on the bench, we've got number 9 Kai Tapaldo, 12 Jack Peroni, 16 Lachlan Darrington, 18 Brian Sutomo, 22 Braden Spink, and the reserve goalkeeper is Zach Galea. Just the one change made by Pittix, with Xavier Pratt coming into the starting 11 for Lachlan Darrington. As for the visitors tonight, Gold Coast Knights, they are coached by Pat Hedges, who is filling in for the suspended Scott McDonald. The goalkeeper, Josh Langdon. 2, Jaden Walker. 3, Oscar Dillon. 4, Tyson Martin. 5, Austin Ludwig. 9, Joel Russell. 10, Braden Inman. 12, Shelford Deas. 14, Aaron Reardon. 21, Sam Klein. And number 99, Xander Guy. 2 changes made by the Knights coaching staff. Jaden Walker and Braden Inman coming in and dropping to the bench from last week's 9-0 win over Wynnum Wolves. Is Kay Kojima and Emmy Martinez. They will be on the bench. The full Gold Coast Knights bench: 6 Phil Lasm, 7 Godfrey Debele, 8 Emmy Martinez, 15 Kay Kojima, 23 Trent Millard, and the reserve goalkeeper is Casey Went. As we now have the team lineups for you on screen, as the teams are now out on the pitch. And if you'll allow me a brief aside, I'm a big fan of Gold Coast United's kit for 2024. Last mix of the yellow and blue. Gold Coast United captained by King Carlos Saliadare. Meanwhile, Gold Coast Knights, they are captained once again by number 5, Austin Ludwig, who made 6 appearances for Gold Coast United in the 2018 and 2019 NPL Queensland seasons. Across his, well, he's now in his 4th campaign with Gold Coast Knights. He's amassed 60 appearances for Knights. Tonight will be his 61st. Let's meet our match officials as we go through the coin toss. The referee, Zach Keenan, the very experienced referee, both the 11-a-side and futsal versions of football. The assistants, Ben Orwell and Alex Johnson, and the 4th official is Caitlin Troy. So last season, these two teams met, and it was the away side who enjoyed the trip on both occasions. Round 1, Gold Coast United 3-0 victors at the Croatian Sports Centre in the season opener, before Knights came just around the corner to Coplick Family Sports Park and picked up a 2-1 win, which almost saw a late equaliser for Gold Coast United. However, that was ruled out correctly for a foul on Josh Langdon. But it provided all the chaos, all the drama, all the fun you would expect from a local derby. What will the next 90 minutes have in store? We'll just have to wait and find out. It will be one of the former Surfers Paradise Brigade kicking things off for Gold Coast United. They'll be going from left to right on your screen. James Coughlin bringing you the action for this Friday night NPL men's blockbuster in the Sunshine State. Teddy Watson gets this edition of the Gold Coast Derby underway. And a fairly healthy crowd is building up as Knights win the ball back very quickly, and it's moved over to Ludwig. Jaden Walker, he has been a right back for what feels like the majority of the time I've been watching him in NPL Queensland, but he is stationed on the left. He is incredibly versatile. This is how Gold Coast United's opening 5 rounds look. It really is shaping up as one of those seasons where there will be no easy games. Next, Brisbane City, Penn Power, and then the grand finals, Moreton City, Excelsior. So Hiatus taking the throw in. He won the grand final, the Pro Series final, etc. with Gold Coast Knights. And there you see 9-0 last Friday night against Wolves. And well, if you're wondering if there'd be any treble hangover, not so for the Gold Coast team in red and white. Sending it back to Saliadare, who opts for the no-nonsense long ball, and it could fall eventually for Reardon. Putting the pressure on, and it was a bit too much pressure on Lockie Remmers. I did mention in the lead-in to this match, Pat Hedges named as the fill-in coach this evening. Scott McDonald picked up a red card against South West Queensland Thunder. As Remmers puts the cross in, and Ludwig there to obstruct as he does so well. The Knights captain, the commanding header. No nonsense approach from Zach Keenan, calling the early foul. Get out of the replay because Knights have taken the free kick very quickly. Back to the incredibly experienced but not all that old Josh Langdon. On my count, he is the Knights' all-time NPL appearances leader. This will be game 125 in the league for him. As Diaz gets tripped up. Most recently of Mount Druitt in NPL New South Wales. Thompson forced to check back with Brad Nimad putting the pressure on Diaz. And United playing it around their back line, and it could backfire as that pass looked to be just a little bit too hot for Hardest to bring under control. Reardon is collected late, and it's possibly getting a little square up for that early trip. And Mr. Keenan will call him over and just say, heads up, we've only been playing 4 minutes. There's a long way to go. Kick is lofted in. Header for Russell on the follow-up. And Martin goes oh so close to opening the scoring. Go to the replay. It was a beautifully weighted free kick, and you see Xander Guy just running interference, and I'm not sure if Russell meant to tee up Martin like that, but early warning sign from the visitors. Saliadare scuffed that clearance, but It's mopped up in midfield. Diaz over for Hills. Knights in possession back. This game, well, the Gold Coast United home game last season. There was a bit of an arm wrestle in the first half before Max King opened the scoring in the 52nd minute. Connor Smith with one of the better free kicks you'll see 3 minutes later before Godfrey Debele scored the winner just after the hour mark. Watson, Russell, he gets the ball away for Dillon, who launches it and gives Russell something to chase. He'll put the pressure on Thompson. Asking for a run to be made ahead of him and nothing doing, so censure it for Bright. Sometimes pattern of play takes a little while to declare itself, not so with this one. Tries to knot it on, but Sam Klein winning the 2-on-1 there, is even at the concession of the throw-in. And once again, the replay will have to take the back seat to the live action. Remmers getting the pass away for Hills. As play it behind Chris Lucas. Made his return to the Sunshine State after spending the last 4 seasons in NPL Victoria, like many Queensland players do. Go for a little holiday down south, and he's made his way back home. By Xander Guy. Get there ahead of his opposite man twice. Now United breaking through the middle with a bit of space. Out it goes for Lucas on the right from a tight angle. He'll square it back and just too far behind. As Panetta almost had the opportunity, but the pass couldn't quite find the feet. And now Knights go down the other way. Russell making a move through the middle. Can Guy pick him out, or will he go himself? Artis is possessing the former Gold Coast United man, and Guy lunges in late, and that is going to be the first yellow card of the match for Xander Guy. And oh no, follow-up hostilities. Xander Guy will go into Zach Keenan's notebook for that challenge. He's just a little bit late on the timing there. Ray Pittick just exchanging ideas with the 4th official, Caitlin Troy. I think that will count as a shot for Remmers. Just Knights couldn't advance the ball further. Keeps looking to pick out Xander Guy. No shortage of pace up front for Gold Coast Knights if they look to hit them on the break, as Guy has been able to get in behind Artis. Offside flag stayed down. Diaz back out for Guy. Martin for the former Olympic fullback, puts a cross in. It's headed away, but it could fall for Walker at the top of the box. Shot blocked. Russell trying to get it back on his right foot. Remmers engaging in the duel as Klein now has it for Knights. And down goes. Knight plays in back play, and Saliadare just had to tip that one away as the bounce of the ball looks like it might have caught him out. See this awkwardly deflected cross, and a little bit of confusion and miscommunication between Saliadare and Blake Thompson. No shortage of experience between those two. And some disagreements over who should be where for this corner, and he's going to have to do quite a lot this evening. Keenan will be playing Peacemaker. Into the near post, headed away. He's trying to bring it under control. A heavy touch gives the ball back to Knights. It goes in man with the touch to get around Pratt, but a beautiful tackle there by Remmers. Disagrees with the awarding of the goal kick, but let's just see the replay once again. I think it might at least be justified to ask the question. Walker. On the ground. Klein. Russell to be a little bit further forward than he was, but United now able to play their way trouble, and that ball is clipped in for Lucas as he'll take it towards the byline, and cannons off the leg of Walker for a corner for the home side. Corner goes, it's towed away, Hills. Clear, and Russell is trying to get the better of Artis. The ball breaks away off the Knight striker. He's there now, able to tee up in man, not to press, and just cleared away by Diaz. So the head-to-head record between these clubs, Gold Coast United, just the 2 wins. Gold Coast Knights 6 and 3 draws. Knights leading the scoring tally as well, 17-16. This was a fairly one-sided rivalry until United picked up their first win over Knights in the current era of local football in Queensland. Final round of the 2021 season. For their seismic win in the opening round last year. Of course, some may feel that might have motivated Knights just a little bit, as they did go on to I mean, pretty much everything on offer. The only competition they didn't win was the Australia Cup, and they made it to the round of 16 before going down in a spirited fight against Western United, 2-0. Despite Mason Martin's gas reaction, that is a United throw. Solid coming together. Is Panetta able to keep that one in? He is not. Cutting inside, now man looking for Klein. He can hit them with the curling effort and an even better save. Carlos Saliadare at full stretch turns it behind for the corner. So before Klein, he found an inch of space. Saliadare knew he was targeting that top corner. And a great save from the reigning NPL Queensland goalkeeper of the year. No driving, which is cleared away by Bright. Dylan.
Take it quick.
Strong collision there is. Let's take a quick look at the replays. They check on the player. First it was Hills, and
You got to get that.
let's see a break for treatment now. Is there will be a yellow card shown. So Mr. Keenan pull that card out of his pocket.
Move in, mate. Move in. Loads of that. Loads of that. Is it?
See if I can get confirmation on who got shown the yellow card. The sources on the sideline. Just a little bit closer to the action than
Oh, yeah.
we are here.
Yeah. Yep. Who's the girl? One of the.
It's Teddy Watson who might be down injured. And after that brief delay, return to Division 12 of the Gold Coast Derby. So he's all right as he contested for that ball. As Martin goes back for Diaz, and Hills just disrupting the play and conceding the throw in. And that was not exactly what they would have been planning for with the throw in, but did result in another attempt at redemption for Shelford Diaz.
He's quality.
Okay.
Lucas trying to get it off Ludwig, which is no easy task, but it falls for Pratt. He'll send it over for Diaz.
I don't believe that.
No, obviously.
I don't believe that.
So he gets with a job,
Yeah, I don't
paying him, and he gets paid the money. And the guy, and then
Okay. With a job, yeah, okay. Yeah.
the other centre,
Yeah.
Oscar Dillon, he was at Western United.
Once the ball is getting passed around the back, we might just bring you a conversation from the sideline. As Martin puts the pressure on Sully Adare.
Oh, what a touch. Look at this one.
The fans might have put themselves right next to our effects mic. Artis go to work, he'll get around Dillon, but Diaz is there to clean up as Zahi Artis is back at Gold Coast United, making his 43rd NPL appearance for the club for a brief stint with the Brisbane Roar. For a mid-season switch to Knights, produced a bit of silverware. Cross goes in from Hills towards the back post. Ludwig knew it was coming and was there to get in the way. Diaz just hoofs it clear off the head of Russell as he tried to knot it past Remmers, who was alert to the danger. Pratt back for Artis. Watson. It's quite what he intended, but finds its way to Pratt. Ball is just launched away for Guy as he'll use the outside of foot to tee up Klein, and he just... Oh, he did not get the ball away. That was a legal tackle by Lucas as Klein is going to have to shake that one off. Lucas uncompromising, and Watson goes down claiming some sort of contact. And if you've watched these matches before, you'll know there's plenty of niggle on and off the ball and a fair bit of gamesmanship both ways. There goes Ludwig.
Beautiful ball.
Excellent pass to Diaz.
Take him on, mate. Take him on.
Russell losing out now. Hills with some room to operate in midfield. Watson just trying to hold the ball up in the centre circle, but Klein and Ludwig there to mop up. So we are 23 minutes in, still scoreless in the Gold Coast Derby. James Coughlin bringing you the action on FQTV on this Friday night to kick off March.
It ain't gonna work.
We've actually got 3 matches from the NPL men's underway right now. We have tonight's derby. We also have Lions taking on Rochdale. That one is currently 2-1 to Lions. Duckworth and Skinner, the goal scorers for the home side. Still awaiting confirmation of the goal scorer for Rochdale. Meanwhile, Redlands and Olympic are tied at 1 apiece. However, James Pearcey has already been sent off for Redlands. So very much a backs to the wall match now for Redlands. We'll bring you the score updates as the evening unfolds. And the first time shot attempt for Hills, and down goes Panetta in the box. He was shielded off the ball. Artis trying to outmuscle Joel Russell. Artis goes to ground. Advantage played for Gold Coast United. Now trying to pick out Panetta as Dylan got the better of him on the second attempt, and there's going to be talking to now for Nimman, and I think that is a final warning for Nimman, who had almost 200 matches in League One for Crewe, Peterborough and Rochdale. A handy bit of experience to bring to the Carrara club. And a brief teammate of Scott McDonald at the Brisbane Roar. In case you're wondering what the connection might be between those two. A little touch from Watson. However, the pass let him down. He was unable to pick out Zahiatis.
Wording gets more than this. I'm just trying to compare.
We have confirmation from the sources on the sideline that the player who got the yellow card off screen was Shelford Deas. It's two Knights players on a booking.
Oh, lovely. That was
Proper clear-cut chance so far as Lucas chases that ball down. Langdon puts his foot through it.
oh, that is skill.
Beautiful turn by Panetta, and now he'll try and get by, but will come back for the free kick after Panetta had his shirt pulled by Reardon, and Nick Panetta just with a word in the ear of Aaron Reardon.
And you're still going forward when you lost possession, so.
Ball is moved out to the far side. Martis very quickly dispossessed by Martin until to stretch out those long legs, and it's a free kick for the visitors as Martin was felled in the build-up. Worked into the corner, is able to cut it back for Klein, looking to put that right foot to good use again with the ball towards the penalty spot, and Xander Guy had straight offside. Opening Kappa Pro Series game. Just how good that right foot of Sam Klein is. A couple of phenomenal strikes. He's already scored 5 goals in 3 games this season, and you would think that would be good enough to lead the goal scoring tally for Knights. But Joel Russell instead has scored 8 in 3. The 2023 FPPL 1 Golden Boot winner has picked up where he left off, albeit in new club colours. Minimal pressure, was able to keep that one. Hills, he's been very busy so far. Not really liking his options further forward. He'll send it back to Saliadare. just lost that one underneath his feet. There's Pratt taking up Hills as the Gold Coast United central midfield has undergone an almost complete overhaul this season. Connor Smith, he's now playing his trade with Broadbeach. Seb Scaroni with Olympic. They're not lost to football in Queensland. Oh, that shot is just flashed wide. Stalemate continues for the time being. And Hills is just unable to keep that one under control, and he dumped that one away. Feeling out period is surely finished now as we just wait for these sides to start to push. Just unable to bring that one under control. I mentioned the Gold Coast United kit. Pre-match ceremonies were taking place. Actually conducted a vote on their socials for what their 2024 kit would look like, and I think it's one of those times where the public vote actually produced a very good result. This will be the Bodie McBoatface of kit votes. Right. Muscles Russell and plays that one over the sideline. Minutes of normal time remaining in the first half, and it has been a fairly fluid first half. Not a whole lot of stoppages aside from that one for the injury to Watson. Panetta just slightly misread the flight of that ball. Walker as he'll try to flip it through for Klein, and something to clear by Blake Thompson. Another player who's donned the colours of both clubs. 7 appearances for Gold Coast Knights in 2020. So turned out for Brisbane City that year. Walker tried to curl it. Down goes Watson again. He's taken a few knocks. Tried to slide it through, but instead it's Knights winning the ball back and going on the break. Russell shrugging off the challenge of Remmers. He cuts back and goes with the outside of his right foot. More magic from Joel Russell. Opens the scoring in the Gold Coast Derby. It's 9 for the season, and of course he was going to score tonight. And they didn't want to allow him space on his right foot, and instead he shaped to go on his left and then still finished with the outside of the foot, and Knights have the breakthrough. I think that one might make the Goals of the Week compilation. For Joel Russell, that's 4 Kappa Pro Series goals in 2 matches. Well, he did come on as a very late sub against the Brisbane Roar and scored a hat-trick in that one. And he's now scored 5 in the NPL in just over 115 minutes of work so far. He's doing quite well so far, you know. Either way, Knights have the lead. Gold Coast United now forced to chase and look for a response, and they'll go early for Lucas, but Langdon read that one well as he now scampers back to his goal. Pratt. Shot from range from Pineda, doesn't quite break through as Russell is quick, but not that quick. Saliadare able to clean that one up off the foot of Klein. Woodwick forward for Klein. This will be a turn provider for Guy.
See that?
Chop it back, get it for Inman, and the last touch came off. Inman it's another situation where a bit of pinball action. Last touch coming off the veteran. Scored 4 goals in 29 appearances for Knights last season. Late challenge there from Diaz, and Reardon took exception to it and got a flashpoint now, and some discussion taking place. There's no arguing about the decision of the foul there. Reardon taking exception to the challenge from Daniel Diaz. And unsurprisingly, given the match, Diaz just gets a yellow card. his second of the campaign, which I suppose is part and parcel of playing that holding midfielder role. Going to pick up a few bookings. Just check on work out which Knights player it was that was fouled, was receiving treatment. Was Tyson Martin, who's back up on his feet and providing a wide option of this free kick. I get the feeling that man is going to just put this one into the 18-yard box.
Terrible.
Towards the back post and still in. Could be clipped towards the back post by Dylan. Volley from the edge of the box is deflected, saved by Saliadare. And on the follow-up, he takes it off the toe of Guy. And they have some stats popping up underneath the scorebug, a new feature that's just been brought on by the production. Maybe a little asset to have. So Gold Coast Knights, 5 shots, 3 on target. Gold Coast United yet to force a save out of Josh Langdon. Gets that one away. Some good work by Martin, wins the throw-in for Knights. As they would surely love to double their advantage before going into the halftime break. Klein closed down very quickly by Lucas, but he's able to escape the attention from him and Hills, but not so much from Diaz. Now Fraser Hills. There's great tackle. Aaron Reardon wins the ball back for Knights. It's a lofted ball trying to pick out Guy. Nothing doing there. And on the first time hit, Martin will send that one over the crossbar. A couple of headers. I thought, why not just have a crack myself? Walker forward for Klein, but uncompromising as ever. Thompson holds that one over the sideline for the throw-in. Walker small off Klein and throw it in. Russell didn't quite have the first touch he wanted, and Ramirez is able to earn the throw-in. I said free kick for the home side. Reardon, much to his surprise apparently, that is a free kick for United, and you can see the foul count so far. And after trying to take the free kick further forward, it will be sent back for Saliadare to launch long, as we are now in first half stoppage time. Langdon a long way off his line, and he claims it, goes to ground before rolling out of his box. So, wanting his teammates to press higher up the pitch. Knights are able to get up to the halfway with very little stress. Red on the turn. Artis getting the better of that challenge. This guy, those two have been going at it pretty much the entire first half. It's been an incredible battle to watch, and a heavy touch by Langdon to slide into there ahead of the on-rushing United attackers. United press could pay dividends. Beautiful ball through. Here is Lucas, and did he get the ball in the challenge? Ludwig, he did. A wonderful challenge from the Knights captain right on the edge of his 18-yard box. He had to get that one right. And, well, in the opinion that matters, match official, he did. Otherwise, Lucas, from that area, you would have backed him to equalise. Instead, now it's Knights going down the other end out to Guy. He'll cut back onto his left, deflected cross. It's kneed away by Bright Deus. Man, out wide. Here's Guy cutting back to put that left foot to good use. Instead, it's another ball deflected away. Keenan with a step over. Made Ronaldo proud, getting out of the way. Lucas thought he might have had the interception, and instead, doing in the easiest offside call of the evening so far. And that will be the end of a tense first half in the Gold Coast derby. Joel Russell's goal in the 36th minute. All that can separate Knights and United. So we're going to step away for a few minutes, and we'll be back after these messages.
The Matildas are on fire, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
How do I feel this time? One straight off.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
This is a team in full flight, a player at the peak of their powers.
Welcome back, everybody, to Gold Coast Derby 12, home of the Tallabudgera Valley Tigers, just around the corner from Popwick Family Sports Park. It's Coughlin bringing you all the action tonight on FQTV as Gold Coast Knights United 1-0 courtesy of Joel Russell's 36th minute strike. If you're watching through the halftime break, you'll have seen some of the stats from the first half. And Carlos Saliadare has been the busier of the two goalkeepers, with United to test Josh Langdon. However, we might see a bit more forward foray and thrust from the home side. The second 45 minutes. Xander Guy to kick off the second half, going from left to right are the Knights. Both teams in their preferred home kits. Knights in the red with the white shorts, United with the yellow and blue strip. And Zach Keenan gets the second half underway. 45 minutes to go on this Friday night football fill-up. Artis gets that one down, and Russell the challenge on the United fullback. Foul by Gold Coast Knights. So this isn't the only match taking place this evening. We've mentioned some of the other NPL matches. Almost an hour into Lions Rochdale, and it is Lions 2-1 up.
And then couldn't get an edge. I just slid down on my back and my bum.
Guy dispossesses Addison. He'll look to square it to the top of the 18-yard box. Ball one by Diaz, but Diaz.
And I just stopped before I went off the edge.
Attacking third for Gold Coast Knights. Martin with the cross there, and it's headed back by Russell, and Klein can't direct the shot on target. Start the second half. Front foot with the Russell. He might have just overrun that. Otherwise, he would have been able to force a save more out of Saliadare. Anyway, scores around the grounds. We are 57 minutes into Lions Rochdale. 2-1 to Lions. 52 minutes played at the Compass Grounds. Olympic 2-1 up over 10-man Redlands United. NPL women's action at Imperial Court Stadium. It's 2-1 up over Brisbane City. Brisbane City coming off a ridiculous 8-1 win on the Sunshine Coast last Sunday. Latham with a 5-minute hat-trick. At the moment, 56 minutes played. Adam Cattle call for that one. And in FQPL men's action, Southside Eagles 3-2 up over East out at Bulimba. Sanford Rangers trailing North Star 2-1. Match is in the 90th minute. Southside Eagles 82.5 played. Covered here on FQTV with the feature match of the evening, the Gold Coast Derby. United. A free kick. Far corner of their half. Saliadare just possibly a bit of a hurry up. So a quick reminder, both sides appear to be unchanged. forward and now in behind for Guy, and he'll take it first time with the shot come across, which eventually finds its way to Klein over on the far sideline. Russell to Klein, and Sam Klein there for the square ball in, and a sliding clearance from Addis. Russell went to ground and nothing doing, despite the appeals from what sounded like the Gold Coast United supporters on the sideline. Return. He'll take the shot on, but that was always rising as it its way to the supporters behind the goal. And in case you're wondering geographically where we are, the clubhouse in the centre of the shot is, I believe, the playing ground for United, but the match was moved over to this pitch. Solidarity. Oh, that one, and Hill's exchanging the 1-2, and he'll look to get in behind for Watson. He'll get the shot away, and it's deflected behind for the goal kick. The final touch came off United. By the looks of it. Nothing working to build up by Fraser Hills, and if anyone is going to unlock this stout Knight defence, like Fraser Hills has that moment of magic up his sleeve. Too much on that as it goes behind for a goal kick for Saliadare. One of the ever-present in Scott McDonald's side last season, 31 appearances. Take it back to Mr. Woodwick. Playing their way around United. Hooks it in the top four. Walker, and he'll loft it towards Guy, but Saliadare read that one well. Down to Guy. He has a derby goal, albeit for United, back in round 2 of the 2020 season. 8 NPL goals for Gold Coast United in his 2 years with the club. Free kick. They are starting to, but technical fouling from Knights has been incredibly effective, just disrupting the United rhythm as Ingman takes his time. retreating the requisite 10 metres. Goes the cross, but yellow jerseys in the immediate vicinity. Now Watson trying to hold it up. There's Hills trying to slide it through for Lucas. And the shot from range, and there is a shot on target for Gold Coast United. Save fairly comfortably made by Langdon. Watson just plays something stirrer. And that is an ugly challenge there from Teddy Watson, and it's like he might be having his name taken down. He's very quick to apologise to Ludwig, who he came in incredibly late on and accept that yellow card. I'm not sure what Ludwig is asking for beyond that, but he's got a right to be a little bit displeased with that challenge. Watson, that Surfers team that moves to the Premiership and made the grand final. The FQPL 1 team of the season last year before Surfers to take their promotion, and now back playing in the FQPL 3 South Coast League. Now by Thompson. Sander Guy on the ground after that challenge.
Honda and Kobe and all the boys from that team are somewhere down there, somewhere I think.
Less than ideal as another to strike on the break, and Lucas has a 1-on-3 to deal with, and opts for push in the back, which isn't all that subtle and leads to a Knights free kick. Going through their warm-up paces on the far sideline. You wonder if Greg Pittick might go to his bench as Guy will take the shot on, and Saliadare would have had that one covered, but instead covered his angles and decided that it was going to roll wide. Correctly decided that it was going to roll wide. So a bit of Gold Coast Derby history for you as we approach the hour mark. 5 players who have scored multiple Gold Coast Derby goals. 3 for Knights and 2 for United. I'll bring you those names in a second as Guy. With that heavy first touch, rolls over the sideline. So for Gold Coast Knights, Max Brown 3 Derby goals, Jason McQuasse 2, and Sam Smith 2 as well. Meanwhile for United, Shane Smeltz 3 Gold Coast Derby goals, and Connor Smith with 2, including that free kick last June. That well worth checking out if you haven't seen already. It came in the 55th minute. Beautiful touch here by Chris Lucas from the angle, and he skews his shot wide of the near post. Seemingly out of nothing, it was a phenomenal from Hills, and just lazy touch from Jaden Walker, which allowed Lucas to pounce. Chris Lucas, not his finest finish, and he's got plenty to his name. Over Blake Thompson, as we've got confirmation. It was Joel Russell who scored the goal a little bit earlier. By a little bit earlier, I mean about half an hour ago, but let's not get too pedantic. The Gold Coast United subs that Ray Pittock can call on: Kai Tapaldo, Jack Peroni, Lachlan Darrington, Ryan Satomo, and Braden Spink. Kai Tapaldo, a stranger scoring in this fixture. And we've got a bit of a flashpoint here now as Manuel Diaz went in fully committed to that challenge, and Austin Ludwig once again getting involved in the discussions. I'm sure his point gets across. And now opting to remonstrate with the fourth official and the assistant. I'm sure it'll convince somebody one day. And Reardon will at least get a talking to. I wasn't impressed with that challenge, but just recapping, it is going to be a Gold Coast United free kick. I'm not really sure what Ray Pittock is questioning there. Seemed to get the foul, but that is a wasteful ball trying to pick out Panetta. The temperature just rises a couple of notches. Just bringing you a quick update from around the grounds, because Lions have just taken a 3-1 lead over Rochdale. Still 2-1 between Redlands and Olympic. That was scored. We'll come back to that in a second as Russell takes it into the 18-yard box, but the cutback falls for Thompson to launch over the sideline. Just confirming, Andy Pengelly has just put Lions up 3-1 at Richlands. Still 2-1 in favour of Olympic out at the Compass Ground. And Brisbane City have found an equaliser against East in the NPL women. It's 2-2 at Imperial Corp Stadium. Martin gets back from Diaz, and exchanging passes now. Shelford, Diaz. Knew there was going to be one Diaz mix up tonight as the ball's played out for Martin. He'll square it. Straight under the foot of Russell. Klein for the block, but it was in front of United player, so no foul. It's played on. So final instructions being given on the United bench. We may be seeing at very least one change, possibly three. Ludwig on an amazing run. He'll tee up in man, and the overlap now for Diaz. And Addis, well, it was at the cost of a corner, but Zahi Addis job to ensure that there would be no shot from Shelford Deas. And with this hot and humid weather we've been having has continued, and there will be a talking to players in the 6-yard box. Delivery, it's low once again towards the near post. It could work out well as Russell gets a shot on the follow-up. Artis didn't get the block cleanly, and United are forced to just thump that one over the sideline. And now do we have changes coming up? Two subs coming on. Looks like Peroni and Lachlan Durrington. So Xavier Pratt and Nick Panetta withdrawn.
Sweden expensive? Yeah.
Martin. Square for Pine.
Australia is expensive.
Back onto the right foot. The shot on off the post. So close to doubling the advantage. Still alive for Knights. Deflected ball could fall for Inman on the first hit, and he'll fire that one over as was Russell cutting back inside, and he hit that one with some venom. And Solidarre was left rooted to the spot. And just underneath that one on the follow-up.
So how long do you have over there?
A bit over 2 weeks with my brother and his family. It was 21 days from departure to get it home. So basically, a day.
Fouls continuing to amass, and Piddock once again just asking how many are they allowed to commit. I suppose if you're getting called for the foul, you're not really being allowed to commit them, but I know that's just me getting caught in my own sentence structure. It is Friday night after all. And a score update from Imperial Corp Stadium. Easts 3-2 up over Brisbane City. Let's see. United free kick is nodded away by Walker, and Remmers chases that one down ahead of Russell. There goes for Riders, cutting inside for Peroni. New signing from Surfers. The ball falls for Darrington, but the touch just a little bit heavy and it wouldn't sit to take the shot on. Holes. Clever touch by Lucas as he is let down by the second touch.
He's been there for quite a while.
So he won Maxie's up, Bobos.
Trying to cut inside Darrington. Has beaten the two substitutes. Tyson Martin on the tee up, and Darryl Bright's touch falls now for Martin on the follow-up, and Knights had their second. It's Tyson Martin, and he could not miss from less than a metre out. And it was all a little bit chaotic, but it was set up by the work from Martin, and he had the shot that was saved by Sally Adare. And on the second attempt, it is Tyson Martin with his fourth goal of the season. The Knights now have a 2-0 lead with 21 minutes to go. And we may be seeing first change coming now for the visitors. Is Godfrey Debele getting some last-minute instructions? There is a Knights player down. There's substitution. It is Xander Guy. We hope it's nothing too serious for him. However, in terms of replacements to call on, it's a pretty handy one in Godfrey Debele. 2022 NPL Young Player of the Year with East. As he makes his way on for the departed Xander Guy. Fresh legs to run at the United defence. I've been holding on to this for as long as I can, but now feels like the appropriate time to bring it up because I'm not sure how this will track over the next 20 or so minutes, but Gold Coast Knights, their aggregate score so far across the Kappa Pro Series and NPL is Debele just fouled Jack Peroni off the ball. Anyway, so the aggregate score through 3 games for Knight, or through 4 games now, after 4 games, 27-1. So they beat the Raw 12-1 in their Kappa Pro Series opener. Joel Russell with a hat-trick. Off the bench in that one. 4-0 win over Southwest Queensland Thunder in their second Kappa Pro Series match. And then the 9-0 win over Wolves in their NPL season opener. And talk about good starts as well. Prior to tonight, Gold Coast United were doing all right as well. 12-1 aggregate through their 3 matches. 4-0 win over Wanderers in their NPL opener to go with 2-0 and 6-1 over Redlands and Morton City Excelsior FQPL version, the team formerly known as Albany Creek Excelsior. And you can really read too much into their future prospects for this season based on this result. However, it does finish up. They're taking on what has been the gold standard in the last year in NPL Queensland, and looking like it will continue for the time being. We did promise to bring you goal updates from around there. Oh, that is a awkward challenge from Martin, and he is very quick to apologise. And Darryl Bright coming at me to ask what was I thinking with that challenge. I'd be apologising very quickly too. Yellow card for Tyson Martin, the third Knights player to pick up the booking this evening. Well, he's got the goal and the yellow card. Just an assist away from the Bessart Barisha hat-trick. Is that a red card for the Bessart Barisha hat-trick? I'll leave that to you to judge at home. was, nice, get to see good header, but good break now as Russell tries for the acrobatic through ball towards Inman, but can't pick him out. Chested down by Peroni, picking out Hills. And one is allowed to run through for Debele, and down he goes off the challenge of Thompson. Advantage for Knights, and we will come back for that one as no advantage had accrued for Gold Coast Knights. As a whole lot of subtlety in that one from Thompson. And another update from Imperial Corp Stadium. It's an end-to-end match in the NPL Women's. 3-3, Georgia Thompson with the equaliser. Both sides pushing for the winner in the final 10 minutes. No change to the scores in the NPL Men's fixtures. And Aaron Reardon lining up this free kick. Back with Knights after a couple of substitute appearances with the Brisbane Roar in the A-League this season. Reardon, he'll play the through ball, looking to pick out Martin, but Soliadare will pick that one up. Roll it. He's now finding Durrington. And the optimistic shot attempt will go over Langdon's goal. See the replay. Build-ups, I think that might have been Lucas with the strike, and now Teddy Watson. He's getting replaced by Kai Tapaldo. Kai Tapaldo is... well, he's got history on both sides of the Derby divide. He spent 2019, 2021 and the first part of the 2022 season at Knights. 36 NPL appearances, 15 goals. And he's with Gold Coast United. 32 appearances, 9 goals in all competitions last year. Can he find what is a much-needed goal, and possibly 2 for his current side? A rare accolade. The ball is sprayed across, but can't find a player in a yellow and blue shirt. Instead, it is out for Klein. So Kai Tapaldo, he has scored for both Knights and United in the derby. 2021 round 8, 2022 round 20 for Knights and United respectively. How much Ray Piddock loved a late show from his side. He was at one point the coach of Gold Coast Knights. Went 30 wins, 8 draws and 3 defeats in the NPL, and the side that won the 2019 grand final over Olympic. That he was at Gold Coast City with a number of these players as well. 27 wins, 10 draws, 9 defeats. In 2016 and 17. Also took that side deep into the competition that is now known as the Australia Cup. Just for good measure. At Gold Coast United, he's gone 31 wins, 15 draws, 26 defeats. The successful coaches, especially records-wise, in this competition. And Aldo so close, picking that one up. He just showed a little bit of frustration as Ludwig able to find the angle to pass it to Martin. 11 minutes of normal time remaining. Tonight's Gold Coast derby. 12 in the rivalry. And it looks like United will be suffering a 7th defeat to their local rivals. So they'll have a chance to possibly get one back in the season. They'll meet again in round 13, which it serves as the weekend of June 9, 10. Let's check the fixtures on the Football Queensland website for confirmation.
You wait till the data on that comes to the front.
I'll keep an eye on this. My old boss is there. I like his should be my boss. Oh, I am now.
I think it's a bit early to be taking it to the corner for Knights. And did enough to earn a corner for his side. Towards the back post, and Saliadare just punches that one clear, and be a foul on Remmers. Again, much to the surprise of Martin.
9 minutes.
82nd.
82nd.
You're right.
Harrington. Get by Knights defence, and he does. Can he keep it in? And he's got Ludwig to deal with, and as he's done pretty much all night, Austin Ludwig. It's the one-on-one battle, but United get the ball back just inside the Knights' half. Lofted ball to the post, looking for Lucas, and it's headed away. Is this a chance for United to get a foothold back in the match? Diving header from Deus. Actually finds his way to Artis. He just keeps that one in. Now he's got the time to measure the cross. Can't get it by Dylan. And United goes for a United corner. Desperation from Zahiatis. Jack Peroni over to take the corner. Plenty of tall timber to aim for. As that is way up into the night sky. By Knights, who just happily thump it long and off the shoulder of Addis, and it could break now for Inman as he tries to cut back. Still there for Debele.
Yeah, get out
Good idea.
However, with the benefit of a 2-0 buffer, he can take his time, and he tries to go around Artis. And
Early, field one.
the decision is goal kick.
6:30 kickoff. 5:45 if possible. Cheers,
We
mate.
could be having some changes coming soon as well. Told Trent Millard, okay, Kojima being prepared for Knights. United could be emptying their bench too with Lance Tomo and Braden Spink. Now just for the next break in play. Hills. He hasn't given up the cause just yet. Still pushing Fraser Hills. To the far side is driving. Point is just headed away by Dylan. So it is Braden Spink and Brian Sitomo coming on for Darryl Bright and Lockie Remmers. Jaden Walker and Shelford Deas coming off, so the fullbacks getting changed. Those 4 new players. Whoop. Have a false start on that. Sitomo. Out for Peroni is trying to make his way around Millard. And there's a lifeline for Gold Coast United. It is Fraser Hills who's been at it all night. And it's game on in the Talabudra Valley. 2-1 tonight as United halve the deficit. It was the endeavour to Paldo in the box, forced a save out of Langdon, and on the follow-up, it was Hills. And they've finally broken through. And now, do we have a grandstand finish coming? Lucas can't find a way through Kojima. Leodare clears it away. Some quick scores, final updates from around the grounds. Olympic 3-1 up over Redlands United. Lions 1-3-2. And the NPL Women's Imperial Corp Stadium finish 3-3. We've got 2 minutes remaining. Talabudra. Knights 2-1 up, just as they were around the corner back in June last year. Homo takes a free kick quickly, but he's asking a little bit much of Durrington. Coming together, but play on. United. Pushing now for that equaliser. They've got the lifeline. Can they make the most of it? And we'll come back now for another foul. 23 committed by Gold Coast Knights as Peroni thought about taking it quickly with in-man. And Devillet. Now I think that might have been an attempt to pick up a cheap yellow card on the opponent. This is the chance now for United to equalise in the 90th minute. It's off the ball in, can't get by Klein. It's not exactly easy to get the ball over. Sam Klein is relatively tall. Peroni able to get by a couple of markers, but he can't get by the third in Klein, and there's going to be a corner now as we approach 90 minutes played. Goes towards the 6-yard box, and calm as always, Josh Langdon. He hasn't been that busy tonight, but for the most part, when he's been called upon, he's come up big. As we tick over 90 minutes played, how many minutes will Zach Keenan add on? Will get the throw in about as far into his own territory as he can. Came off the corner flag. And he just moves up a little bit too much. Held up well by Peroni with the to the ground, and Millard didn't like that decision, and we will have one final change coming up. Five minutes of time added on, courtesy of the sources on the sideline. And just to shore things up, it will be Phil Lazem coming on for Braddon Inman as the final change for Knights. So Andy Martinez will remain an unused sub, but sure will happily watch on as his team is 3.5 minutes away from picking up all 3 points, as Saliadare's delivery into the box is pushed clear again. I think that was Klein. He's getting it away. He's not afraid to do the dirty work. Chested down, but pressure put on by Dembele will keep United pinned in their own half. Russell. Down Reardon, picking out Dembele as he's fouled by Spink. Xander Guy on the sideline, he's issuing instructions. Dembele evading Hills, and put it across the top of the 18-yard box. First time shot from Kojima, and it's deflected off Martin, who I think might have actually strayed into an offside position anyway. Going with a committed header. Delay battling with Spink. Inside for Klein as he's able to get by Diaz, and a free kick for Knights. That'll let them take a few more minutes off the clock. And they will be in absolutely no rush to take this free kick. The question is, will they put it into the box or just hold on to possession? And I would say, based on the fact that only Joel Russell is in the 18-yard box, they might look to play it around and just hold on to possession. Aaron Reardon just sizing up his options, and he will put it into the box. Of course he will, because he just said he wouldn't. And Russell will take it to the corner. A free kick for Knights. Peroni disagrees with the call, but we have just 15 seconds of the announced 5 added minutes to play. And Thompson, well, he wants to get in there and try to get the ball back for United, but he's got to wait for them to actually play at it. Satomo going from the blind side, and he will only roll it behind. Time is almost up, and it is up. The champions hold on. Gold Coast Knights defeat United. Goals from Joel Russell and Tyson Martin. Good enough. Fraser Hills pulled one back late for United. And the final score for the final time on this Friday night, Gold Coast United 1, Gold Coast Knights 2. I'm James Coughlin. Thank you very much for your company this evening on FQTV. Good night.